start out with a threat of the depicted face down cards. Basically, there are 2 blood and 1 blood cards. The 2 blood are more powerful, but then whenever you destroy one of the blood cards, you get to deal damage to the Chimera. Hey, Team Covenant made some stuff and has to buy the same token. Ends up not making any. I'll have to probably go for theirs. Team C is also releasing some Ashes playmats. I saw the Ashes playmats. They look amazing. The Ashes playmats look really good. My summon deck is going to be over here. I have the first Chimera, but not the newer one. What's the newer Chimera like? I have played 1 game with it. It feels more control. It feels like they're trying to mess with me more with the new Chimera. It's great. So the first game I was like, oh, this is cool. And then the nice thing is with the second one, it's a smaller expansion. It costs less because you have all the stuff you need to play Red Rains. So you have to buy that Corpse of Vyros first, and then you can buy this one, which is the Frostwild Scourge. Then you just buy it and it's like a deck of cards. But you can switch in the Shadow or Fury aspect with the Frostwind Scourge or the Storm, and I don't remember the other one for this Chimera, into the Corpse of Vyros. So it's very customizable. You can do a ton of it. I bought a plain black and plain red Game Genic mat, and I think those will suffice for now. I have so many mats. Nice. Might have to get it. I got bored with Ashes, just the one. Yeah. And I know that they're doing at least one more. I think the rumor was that they were going to be doing minimum 3. Am I okay with how much space we have here? I kind of want to go. Maybe what I should have done is gone here, given myself enough space, then zoomed out. I have to think the third one comes out in just a few. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I just got the shipping note, or not the shipping notification, but the order confirmation, which is honestly kind of what jogged my memory and told me to, hey, I should play this again. I'm gonna start out as first player. That's gonna be here. It's gonna be behind chat, but y'all can see it. Alrighty. So the first thing that we do is we roll our dice. And then I like to arrange these. That one's cocked. We rolled Stallion. Nice. We got a couple music notes. I love these teal dice. They're so pretty. We got a pretty good roll here. Actually, you know what? These are a little hard to see on my end. How do these dice show up on stream? Are they easily seen, like what they are? Or are they kind of hard to see as well? So 1 action, 1 side action. That's it. All you have to do. Okay, so Calming Melody. I can exhaust to spend a... I kind of like the mono. There's less to think about. You can make them out just fine. Perfect. Awesome. Hard to tell what the side the dice are. Oh, dang it. I'm on mobile, though. Okay. What if I do something like this and I separate them just a little bit more and I group them? So, is that a little bit better? You can tell that they're in their distinct groups at that point. Grouping helps. Perfect. Glad. Okay. So Calming Melody, we can draw a card. You can place an exhaustion token on this card and 1 exhaustion token on a target Phoenixborn. I think that's probably worth it at some point, just because we can remove a Red Rains token if we remove exhaustion tokens from the Frostwind. Hey, Jester, how's it going? But I'm going to wait until we actually get a token. The ultimate value here is also 3, so it is the same. The first game that I played today, I thought that the ultimate value was the phase of the ultimate, and we got to stage 3 of the ultimate on round 2, and I lost horrendously. Okay. I want to hang on to the River Skull. I'm going to be I'm gonna want to use him to bring out a or to take out a target unit. We got a Stallion. So the Frostwild Scourge is all about messing with dice. At least the Storm aspect has a lot of dice manipulation. And so I'm thinking that I'm going to put this on and use my top tier dice real quick just to make sure I don't lose it. I'm not going to use a side action at this time. So we'll go every single round. When they have face down cards, we roll the behavior dice and then one of our red rains dice. If it's a basic, it goes right back here. If you roll a high number, you pout. So we rolled a 9, and then we come over here to the behavior card. As the Chimera levels up, and it does so by rolling the red or the shard symbol here, the behavior and the ultimate gets worse. So as a 9, reveal, attach a forgot to grab these. So we have the stun 6 and vigor unit or status effects. So a 9 we're going to reveal and then attach a vigor here. So we saw a Stormbolt. When this unit comes into play, attach a stun conjuration spell to the opposing player's target rightmost unexhausted unit. If you cannot, deal 1 damage to that player's Phoenixborn. The vigor, this unit has enraged. When this unit is destroyed, reroll 1 basic rage die. And then it has a +1 attack. So now we got that guy there. So that's fun. The River Scald at this point. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have brought something that I would be okay with. I may be okay with tossing a Magic Siphon to take out the Stormbolt. We can also come over here to get a Stallion. Again, I'm just going to read these. Unit cannot be targeted by reaction spells. Place a card on top of your draw pile. If you do, place 1 status token on the stall squallions you control. X is the number of status tokens on this unit. 1, 3. Sweet. Okay. Let's go with a Summon Salamander Monk. Yeah. No side action. Yeah. So we will go back over here. We'll roll. We rolled an 8 and a basic die. At least we're not rolling crazy there, but we're going to reveal and attach a vigor. Avalanche. After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, that opponent must exhaust 1 die in their active pool. It's now a 5 attack, 3 life, 2 blood value. Oof. Okay, let's go ahead and exhaust the Salamander Monk. We'll spend 1 of these dice to pull a Salamander Monk into play. So when this unit is destroyed, we'll place a Salamander Monk Spirit onto the table, and he's a 1/1/0. Okay. So we got a Red Rains. We rolled an 11. Don't love that. 11. Attach a stun conjuration to the opposing player's target rightmost unexhausted unit. So this is the other alteration spell that we have. The spell, I love this, by the way, the vigor and stun, like the alteration spells. I think that's a really good like design space for the game. So this spell cannot be attached to a card that already has a stun. It's considered to be exhausted. As a side action, we can lower a non-basic die to discard the stun. Okay. And then we are revealing another Avalanche. After this unit destroys a unit by attacking that opponent, must exhaust 1 die in their active pool. Gross. Okay. We'll play a Guilt Link here. Then as a side action, we'll roll one of these down to unstun our monk. Okay. Ooh, that was almost a 12. That would have been bad. We got a 9, which is reveal, attach a vigor. This is a Gale Force. At the start of the Chimera's turn, remove one status token from this unit. If you do, the target opposing player must lower one non-basic die in their active pool 1 level. So this has 3 statuses on it. Yikes. Now, since there are no unrevealed cards, we'll just start attacking. And it dictates, so the Stormbolt will attack the rightmost unit, the Avalanches will attack our Phoenixborn, Gale Force will be leftmost unit. But it looks like we can just sit here and we can counter the Stormbolt, which will bring out a Salamander Monk onto the battlefield. Okay. We can play a River Scald. We can also meditate up to draw a card. No, I don't want to do that. So a River Scald. We can toss this to deal a damage to something. Ew. No, let's get a Stallion on the field. Let's do that. That means that it will be... The Stallion will be targeted by this Stormbolt. What does the Stallion do? Place 1 card from your hand on top or bottom of your draw pile. If you do, place a status token. Okay. Let's spend a music notes to play a magic siphon. We will exhaust the magic siphon as a side action. And here are my 4 spell board. To change a die in a target's active pool, we're going to go here. Change 1 die in a target player's active pool. We're going to go Stallion, and then we're going to roll this back down to a basic. Now we're going to attack here. So the Stormbolt is going to attack and target the Salamander Monk. We will counter. And so deals 3 damage. We deal 1 damage back. The Stormbolt dies. We have to reroll 1 of these dice because of the enraged. Bummer. It's really, really cool. But it has a blood value of 1. So Chimera goes down. I give the Chimera... I never gave myself health. I have 16 health now. I took 1 damage. I started with 17. Oops. And Vigor goes back to its pile. Salamander Monk goes and gets destroyed, but then its ability goes Salamander Monk Spirit. Discard this card at the end of the round. Yeah. Okay. We're going to be attacked by the Phoenixborn here, which I think... Let's use a side action here to draw a card. You can choose 1 card in your hand and place it on top or bottom of your draw pile. I'm not 100% sure why I would want to do that. No, I'm not. I'm gonna not do that. I'm going to summon a Stallion because I get to draw a card by summoning a Stallion now. So goes to the right of all of our units. Lightning Speed. And as a side action, we can place 1 card from your hand on top or bottom of your draw pile. If I do, we place a status token and it gets 1 attack for every status token on it. This is cool. I'll go ahead and use that. I'll put this on the top and we'll place a status token there. So now it's a 1/3/0. Okay. Man, these are scary up here. I don't really have... We're going to get a lot of tokens, which is not great. Okay. Okay, so We're going to attack. It targets our Phoenixborn. We'll just take the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to add a status token here. After one or more wound tokens are placed on your Phoenixborn as a result of a unit's attack, place a status token here. And then we can exhaust this to remove a status token to destroy a unit we control. Then if we do, choose to target player to destroy a unit they control. And there are rules around choices. Let me look that up real quick, because that matters. So it's like resolving effects. The Chimera rulebook. This is going to be what it is. Recovery. Laws of the Chimera. Choices. If a player effect would require Chimera to make a choice between multiple options, that player chooses what option to select. That's cool. Also, I forgot to tick that down. We're going to take this down here. Chimera's turn. We're going to remove one here. It is my turn, actually. So I don't think we have to take that down quite yet. So let's remove this. We are going to destroy the Salamander Monk Spirit. And we're going to throw away the Gale Force. And it does destroy a unit. So that is 2 blood. Nice. So 11 to 32. What's the worst that could happen? We got an Avalanche, which is attacking us now. We will... I don't want to take an attack, but we're going to take the attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to place the status token here on Guilt Link. So we'll be able to trigger that ability again real quick. We're going to spend... So now all of the Chimera's units are exhausted, which means that they pass. And so we'll take a... Well, I really want to destroy at least one of these. Let's use one of these. We'll draw a card, which is the River Scald. I knew that. Okay, I'm going to meditate. Oh, wait, I have to take a main action. Squall Stallion will attack here. On a 9 or higher, the Chimera defends. The Chimera will defend, and so we don't actually get to attack the Avalanche here. The Chimera stepped in and took the attack, and we deal 1 damage to the Chimera instead. So down to 31. We can meditate by discarding cards. Hello! Is this a new game? Not necessarily. This is a newer version of a game, so this is a head-to-head game. But they have a new version, which is a solo co-op version. It's called Ashes Rise of the Phoenixborn. It's very, very pretty and good. I'm going to discard the top card of my deck, which is a Summon Squall Stallion. No! To change this into that guy. I'm going to do it one more time. Discard a Guilt Link to change this into a top tier. We're going to use... That's the meditate action. We're going to use 2 of these. It doesn't really work out as well as I wanted to, but we'll use 2 of these to play the River Scald. And then when this unit comes into play, draw a card. Oh, I get to draw a card. River Scald. I'm going to discard the River Scald to deal X damage, where X is the magic cost, so it's going to be 2. I'm going to deal 2 damage to this Avalanche. Okay. Then I'm going to attack. 9 or higher, they defend. No defend, so we take this guy out. I'll deal 2 damage. But that's big. I really wanted to get that out of there. And then that exhausts here. Now, if they were unexhausted, they would retaliate. They would attack us back, which would exhaust them. But luckily, they were not exhausted. We could draw a card. No, we're just going to keep this up here. We will pass. So, I always forget what happens, so we're going to go through the checklist. Recovery phase. Recover wounds. Based on the recover value, we have 0 of those. Remove 1 red rain tokens for each exhausted token removed. We're good. Remove 1 exhaustion token from each card. Then place red rains. We'll get 1 red rains token per aspect card down here, which is 1. And then add face down aspect cards to the Chimera's battlefield until it has an equal to its threat. So we got 1, but that's 2 now, 3, 4. It is nice to see a couple of 1 bloods out here. I think I need a little bit of, yeah. Replenish statuses. There are no statuses. Then we'll pass the first player up to Chimera, and we are going to go into our prepare phase. What's kind of cool is the first thing you do is, well, I could have exhausted this dice in the last. I'm not going to do that. You roll all your dice, and then if you had any cards, you could then discard. So it makes a lot of sense if there is like a choice that needs to be made based off your dice roll. But we will roll. Ooh, got a couple of stallions. I've been rolling pretty good tonight, actually. There we go. Nice. Let's go. Then we draw 5 cards. Encore. Search your discard pile for a card other than Encore and place it on top or bottom of your draw pile. Then draw a card. I like this deck a lot. This is really cool. I'm having a good time with this. Got Crescendo reaction spell. You may play the spell after you've declared attackers. Deal 1 damage to a target unit you control. Deal 3 damage to a target unit. Oh, that's sick. Another Encore. Another Salamander Monk. And a Flute Mage. Remove 1 exhaustion token from a target unit. Cool. These stallions are going to get crazy pretty soon. Okay, we'll start out by rolling here. We got, oh, it's a 12. Place 1 red rains token on the Chimera. It does not resolve its ultimate. 1 more of those and it does though. And then we reveal this card. Shockwave. When this unit is declared as an attacker, attach a stun conjuration alteration to the opposing player's target leftmost and rightmost unexhausted unit. All right, we got to take care of that thing. Let's do a main action here. Spend 1 of these dice to summon a Salamander Monk. Goes to the right of all of our things. Got a Salamander Monk here. And then our side action, we will exhaust here, remove a status token to destroy the Salamander Monk. When we destroy the Salamander Monk, we get a Salamander Monk Spirit. To destroy a card, we're going to destroy the Shockwave. Don't love the Shockwave. So that's blood 2, 1, 2, down to 27. This is a fun deck. This is fun. Okay. Let's not roll another 12. 8. That is a shard. The ultimate here is pretty bad. So the ultimate did change. So if you've only played the Corpse of Vyros, the ultimate effect is different. So you remove all the red rains. You discard all the cards on the Chimera battlefield that it does not own. Destroy the leftmost unit controlled by each of the Chimera's opponents. Attach a stun conjuration spell to all units in the Phoenixborn. Then remove this card. And then we have to increase the Chimera's ultimate value by 1. Oh, okay. So we can exhaust it here. Oh, okay. That's nice. We rolled an 8, which is reveal attached to a vigor. Oh, that's wrong. So the Frost Bulwark. This unit will block for the Chimera and guard for all aspects without this ability. Chimera will not guard. It's armored, so when it's dealt damage, you prevent one of that damage. It has +1 attack. Okay. I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to exhaust here, use a music note dice to draw a card, which is the River Scald. That's good to know. And then we can place an exhaustion token here to place an exhaustion token on the Frostwild Scourge. So the ultimate value is now 4. And if we don't level up, it goes down to 2. So buys us a little bit of time. Now we can only do that like once every other turn. But so that was a side action. We get a main action. We're going to spend a dice here and a lower tier die to exhaust to summon a second Squall Stallion. We have a battlefield of 6. I'm going to zoom this out next game or next stream. I'm going to zoom this out even more. This is a little tight for me. Okay. No whammies. It is. And it's a 9. So the 9 is reveal. Attach a figure. Bone Chill Wind. At the start of the Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit to deal 1 damage to all exhausted units and exhausted Phoenixborn the opposing player controls. Unsubscribe to that. Oh, and we have a... Okay. Oh, this is cool. This is pretty cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to attack with the River Scald. We're going to attack the Bone Chill Wind. The Frost will step in, but I'm going to play a reaction spell here. I have to spend that and discard a card, which we will discard Encore, I think. No. We'll discard a Flute Mage to deal 1 damage to a target unit you control to deal 3 damage to a target unit. So I will deal 1 damage to this Squall Stallion to deal 3 damage here. Yeah. No, I'm gonna just deal the 3 damage here, and I'm attacking the Frost guy here. Okay, so this deals 3 damage. Blood 1. Vigor goes there. Then we are attacking here. The Chimera will not block for this unit, and so we trade. Because it is ready, it will counter. It'll attack for 2. I attack for 2. This is Blood 1. I like this deck a lot. I'm having a lot of fun with this. And the River Scald is no more. Okay. That's a cool card. Oh, I can get more guilt links from Encores. Cool. The Avalanche is going to attack. After this unit destroys an opponent's, we have to exhaust 1 of their dice in our active pool. I think that's probably worth it. So we'll block with the Salamander Monk Spirit. You can block for your Phoenixborn, so it'll deal 4 to the Salamander Monk. And then we will exhaust 1 of these dice. Cool. And now we are going. Plus we get the initiative switch. So we will get a switch here. So we can kind of go crazy. And we have a lot of mana. I'm going to pull a Salamander Monk out. And let's use a Torrent. Place a card from your hand on top or bottom of your draw pile. Put a Encore on top. If you do, place one status token on all Squall Stallions you control. Now our side action. Or, no. Main and side again. We will exhaust here to roll this down to that and roll this up to a horse, or sorry, stallion. Let's play Encore. Search your discard pile for a card other than Encore and place it on top or bottom of your draw pile. Draw one card. I think it's going to be the Squall Stallion. No, we have two Squall Stallions out. We are limited to two Squall Stallions. So probably a Guilt Link. No, Crescendo. We're going to take a Crescendo. That was fun. Oh, and then we draw it. Okay. We have another one of those on top of our deck. Let's summon a Salamander Monk. We will... I kind of like the River Scald. I'm trying to figure out if I want to draw a card with this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw a card here. Which is... Oh, I knew it was Encore. Which we can go... We can grab a... We're going to hang on to the Encore. Yeah. I'm going to attack the Phoenixborn. I'm going to play Crescendo. I'm going to use one of these dice and discard... I'm going to discard Encore. Deal 1 damage to a target unit you control. That's going to be the Salamander Monk, which will bring in the Monk Spirit to deal 3 damage to a unit here. That'll be Blood 2. And then we have an attack of 2 and 3 going in. 1, 2, 3. So that's down to 20. I guess that's just fleeting. Oh wait, I'm going... Oh, this is how you do it. You attack here. It's exhausted. Then I'm going to Crescendo this. So it's going to be one more on the Chimera. The Salamander Monk Spirit. I forgot that was fleeting, so it goes away at the end of the round. Okay. Cool. At that point, or at this point, I'm going to pass. So we've both passed, which means that we're going to come over here. Remove wounds from anything with recover. We don't have any recover values on our stallions here. We will remove 1 range tokens for each exhaustion token. And then remove 1 exhaustion token from each card. So this is where the Phoenixborn is still exhausted. It can still defend for a unit, but it can't use its ability, unfortunately. I do like that ability, though. Remove exhaust dice. I'm going to keep that die. Replenish aspects. Got 1. Uh-oh, a lot of 2 bloods. Okay. Replenish aspects, replenish statuses, resolve end of round effects, then pass first player token. So we get to take the first player token back, and we'll roll these dice at the top of the round. Still rolling pretty decent. Pretty happy with this, actually. Boom. Alrighty. We're going to keep the Scald. We're going to draw a Crescendo again. Nice. Shatter Pulse. This is a reaction spell. You may play the spell after a unit you control is destroyed. Destroy a target unit. You may change 2 dice in a target's pool. That's hype. That's super hype. It's also a great Scald. You can discard 1 card from your hand because we can just discard Shatter Pulse, which costs 3 and deal 3 damage to a unit. There's another Salamander Monk, and we've got a String Mage. Move 1 wound status from a target unit onto this unit, or move 1 wound status from this unit onto a target unit. Nice. We get to go first. Now we could place a card, and then we could attack for 3/5, which would take him down to 14, but then we have unexhausted units all over the place. I don't think I want to do that. So, okay. Let's use a top tier and a music note to play a String Mage. We'll then use our side action to move a damage to String Mage. Okay. Let's see what we got. Another basic, which is hype. 6. Reveal. Attack with the revealed aspect. Stormbolt. When this unit comes into play, attach a stun spell to the opposing player's target rightmost unexhausted unit. If you cannot deal 1 damage to the target player's Phoenixborn. So we got a stun on the String Mage. And then we are attacking the String Mage for 2. We're going to block with our Phoenixborn. You do that by rotating this, and you take the damage. So Phoenixborn will take 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to add a token to the Guilt Link. And this guy's exhausted. Okay, nice. I could move this over to the Stormbolt and take it out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to see what some of these 2 bloods are. Yeah. So in the meantime, I'm going to use a side action to change this to a Stallion and this down to a basic. We have to have a main action, which will play Summon Salamander Monk. Or, heck, no, we're going to exhaust this one to summon a Salamander Monk. I guess I could have unstunned the String Mage. Cool. Okay. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, it's a 10. What is a 10? Attach a stun spell to the opposing player's target's rightmost unexhausted unit. And then we're going to reveal Gale Force. The start of the Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit. If you do, the target opposing player must lower 1 non-basic die in their active pool 1 level. Comes in with 3. It's a 2/4/2. Okay. Okay. I'm going to I don't want that to to do anything. And so there's a couple of things that I can do here. We have the Gale Force, which has 4 health. So I could attack for... I could move a damage, and then I could attack reaction to kill it. That's not a bad idea. I could play the River Scald, deal 2 damage to... or 3 damage to Gale Force. That's what I'm going to do. We have a battlefield of 6, so we are good. I'm going to spend 2 of these to play a River Scald. When this unit comes into play, draw a card. Guilt Link. Then we can discard a card to deal X damage, where X is the magic cost to play. So we're going to discard Shatter Pulse to deal 3 damage to Gale Force. And our side action is to move a status token from target unit onto this unit, or move 1 wound or status from this unit onto a target unit. So we'll take out the Gale Force, which is 2. 1, 2. Down to 17. But then they're not manipulating our dice at all. Okay. Okay, so we got a Red Rains, and it's a 1, which is just a reveal. Shockwave. When this unit is declared as an attacker, attach a stun to the target leftmost and rightmost unexhausted units. Gross. Has a life of 3. Yeah, I really like this playstyle. This is really fun. Oh, yeah, this is really cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to unstun. We're gonna rock this down to a basic to unstun our Salamander Monk here. So lower 1 non-basic dice, 1 level. So that's our side action. We will attack the Frostwild Scourge. I'm going to use a horse as a music note. I'm going to discard a Salamander Monk to deal a damage to the String Mage, which I can then move, and then we're going to deal 3 damage to the Shockwave for 2 blood, take it down to 15. And then we deal 1 damage with the Salamander Monk. But now we're exhausted, so we can destroy, and bring in a new one. And then we're looking really decent. We're pretty close to clinching a victory. I don't want to roll a 12 here. Okay. Basic and a 2. A 2 is just a reveal, which is a Bone Chill Wind. At the start of Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit to deal 1 damage to all exhausted units and exhausted Phoenixborn. Comes in with 2. No problem at all, because what we're going to do is we're going to exhaust Guilt Link to remove 1 status token from this spell to destroy a unit. We're going to destroy the Salamander Monk, which is going to bring in a Salamander Monk Spirit to destroy the Bone Chill Wind. Blood value of 1. I guess, like, this doesn't really do it. I keep forgetting that it has fleeting. I keep forgetting that we were about to lose it regardless. Okay. They are passing now. We will move a damage to the Stormbolt, which will take it out. Blood value of 1. I'm surprised that doesn't exhaust her or anything. What do we have here? We have a Guilt Link. We'll discard... No, we have to do a main action. We will bring out a Salamander Monk. And then we're maxed out on our units. We're going to discard a Guilt Link to place a status token on both of our Squall. So we have 3, 5, stunned, but 6, 7, 8, 9. So not quite enough to take them out. But let's draw a card and see what happens. Oh, and this actually goes... This is going to go on the... This is going to go on the top, and then we're drawing Guilt Link. We will attack with the Salamander Monk to deal 1. We will place Guilt Link on top of the deck to go to a 4/3. This feels like it's close to infinite. Or like, I mean, like we can go for a while, right? Because we can meditate all of these and get 4 more. I'm not quite sure what they're... Don't know why we wouldn't do that. We will meditate 3. 1, 2, 3 to change all of these into horses. Place 1 card from your hand on top or bottom of your draw pile. If you do, place 1 status token on all Squall. Yeah, there's no... Okay. We'll draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, hold on. We have to do actions in between those. Hold on. That's kind of what can mess with us. So we have 4 of these. We meditated. We attacked. Okay. So now we will draw a card. That makes sense. That makes sense. We will attack with the Scald for 2. 1, 2. We'll discard this to add a status token to both of these. That's 5, 9, which is lethal. So then we'll attack here and deal 9 for lethal. That was a really fun deck. I really enjoyed the Sympathy Magic, drawing cards. That was really fun. You know, placing cards on top and bottom. The Squall Stallions, I feel like I cheated. I may have, actually, honestly. I don't... There's a chance that I did. But yeah. So that was the Frostwild Scourge, kind of the storm aspect, a lot of stunning, giving boost to their units, demoting our units, messing with our dice. This deck seemed to handle it a lot better than the last deck that I tried, the Cold deck. But sweet. Yeah, so that's Ashes. We're going to play more Ashes. We're definitely going to play more Ashes on the channel. I think, yeah, we're definitely going to play more. I really enjoy this game. Sweet. Awesome. Well, I'm going to be back on Friday morning at 10 a.m. We're going to be playing, 10 a.m. Eastern time, I should say. We're going to be playing Lord of the Rings. So Lord of the Rings, I think we're probably going to replay the first Dream Chaser scenario. I messed up and I broke a pretty big rule where I was healing my ships when I wasn't supposed to be doing that. So I think we're gonna replay that and maybe sneak in a second game. If not, if we don't have enough time, Ashes is a little bit quicker, and so we may break out another Ashes game. Who knows? Sweet. Well, thank you all so very much for hanging out. I appreciate all of you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, however little or much there is left, and I will see you all on Friday. Peace.